Hi guys, I just got back from the morning session. This morning I brought nunchuk. As I mentioned in previous vlogs, sometimes I modify my training in order to suit the circumstance. Yesterday I had to do a lot of desk work, and sometimes when I do a lot of desk work I get some shoulder issues. So I noticed this morning that this shoulder there was something aching, there was something wrong. For example, when I go outside, I do some arm movement just as a, also mental warm up just to get ready. And when I did this movement, I could feel this muscle being too tight. So there was some tension going on there, which I had to get rid of. So fortunately I brought my nunchuk, so that involves a lot of shoulder motion. And to finalize my training today, I'm going to do some shoulder exercises. So some are for stability, some are for range of motion, and I'll share a couple of them with you in this video. So actually I already lay down on the street in this manner. You can push up your shoulder, and for the easiest way is to put your right leg forward if you're on your left side. So that's in this manner, but don't go down, just push up your shoulder and then just hold it for 10 seconds, 20 or 30 depending on your skill. To increase the difficulty you can raise your arm in this manner, and another way to increase the difficulty is to put your feet on top of each other and then push up. Make sure your head is still in line, and this one is mainly for shoulder stability and shoulder strength. But of course, because you have to resist your body weight and you're pushing away from the ground, this ensures a lot of blood flow to the area. So actually today my left shoulder was bothering me, but of course you have to be balanced. I won't do it too long now for this video. I'll just cut it short and then I'll proceed with my own training. So another one, everybody knows it, this one. But the fact is not always whether you know the exercise, but also what's the purpose of the exercise and how you can use it. And most people just run through this as routine, or they say like, I'm going to stretch my tricep muscle, similar to this one. But actually you are also manipulating the scapula. So the shoulder blade, of course, you can extend it, you can retract it. And when you do this motion, actually you can pull your shoulder blade all across. So my emphasis in this case with these exercises, they're more to manipulate the shoulder blade, as opposed to, you can also see this hand. Instead of doing this, I always want to grab my shoulder. Whether it actually helps, I don't know, but I have the feeling that I can pull my shoulder blade more. And the same goes for this exercise. Another one of my favorites, maybe not too much about the shoulder if you're going to look at it biomechanically or whatever, but I feel that this area, obviously attached to the shoulder blade, your lats or latissimus dorsi is the full name. So this exercise helps a lot. You just have to keep your hips down and try to reach forward. But when I am there, I'm actually going to expand my ribcage. I'll try to exaggerate. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that gives me even more stretch in this area. And that's exactly what I mean. If I cross it and do one arm, I can emphasize one side. So I was mentioning area, and to me that's the most important. That I'm not trying to say that these exercises are strictly for your shoulder, but it's the area around your shoulder that I am working on now, which inevitably has an effect on the shoulder. Okay, so these exercises were basically to extend it. so to push your shoulders forward. So now there is another one in which you can pull your shoulder blades backward. Then you have to rotate your fingers until they point diagonally back or backwards. Make sure your elbows are to the side and push down your shoulder blade and then hold it. I'll turn my back to the camera. So straight up, turn your hands, elbows to your body, shoulders down. And make sure your head as well is in line. And then push. To squeeze your shoulder blades together. And that will definitely activate the area. Another variation of this one, if you simply sit seiza, you can lean back and place your hands behind your back and then actually do the same thing. So pull the shoulders, push your hip and hold it in that manner. So these are some exercises you can do which are targeting the shoulder area, and I felt that for my body today that was the best way to finalize my training. Right, so I'm going to give it a little more attention without shooting a video, but I hope that this one also gives you some kind of idea how you can make your training complete. Because as you know, karate is not only a punch and a kick, and usually that's referred to, karate can be applied to nature, to stuff related in your regular life, but this is also due to that you're not only punching and kicking, or not only taking joint locks or throwing people down, it's also how you manage your body. So that means you have to do a good warm-up, you have to do a proper cooling down, you need to have some decent knowledge about stretching, and of course you don't need to have that, but it would be very beneficial if you are a sensei or if you have a sensei, that this person knows at least a little bit about it so he can guide you in the right direction. Okay, thanks anyway for your attention and see you in the next video.